What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. So, I watched an interview with Robert Garcia, and he spoke about training AJ. Now, he said that he flew out in December for about 2 weeks with AJ, and then he said he flew out again in March or April, and both times was like 2 weeks. So he said he's been in now for 2 weeks. Now, the interview I saw with him, it came out this week. So this is the most updated interview with Robert Garcia about Anthony Joshua. Now, like I've been telling you guys, ever since, we started hearing talks about him parting ways with Rob McCracken and trying to reach out to find somebody that could, prepare him better for Usyk. I've been telling you guys, it's not about changing him. It's about adding to what he already does. But the main thing that Anthony Joshua has to have is his mentality. That toughness to understand that smarts, first off, but to understand if I have to make it a dogfight, I will. But your confidence comes when you see an increase in your skill and your ability. That's where you know, like, okay, I'm sharper, my timing is better, my footwork is there, I'm able to get away from shots, counter, make you miss, make you get like all of these things that you work on, you're adding to the arsenal. You're not trying to change him to be a different fighter. That takes much longer than what it, normally would anyway. That would be like years of trying to reprogram what someone has done. It takes a really unique individual for that to happen. Like, that's rare. Now, the good thing for Anthony Joshua and Robert Garcia is, like he said, the fight was scheduled for, I think he said July 23rd. Now it's been pushed to like August, so that gives them like 10 or 12 weeks to train, so they get to spend more time. So Angel Fernandez, according to Robert Garcia, was sending videos in between the time that he wasn't there, showing him what they've been doing and the things that he told Anthony Joshua to work on. He's been working on these things since December. So he said that Anthony Joshua is very determined. He's still hungry. Basically, like he really wants this win. He wants to really hurt Usyk. He wants to really damage him and punish him. You like really put hurt on him and win his titles the way he's supposed to. Strategically, we all can see certain things and have a certain approach to how we would train a fighter or how we would go about the fight ourselves and everything, right? But at the same time, for me, that's part of the beauty of boxing, because you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen, but that excitement to, hey, let's get it. I'm not one of them, oh my God, I'm scared. I never do that, especially not for myself. I don't do that for anybody. I'm scared of what? Like, let's go. This is what we train for, But that's part of the beauty of it for me, and to see the fight. I don't need anybody to try to talk me into what they think is going to happen. I really don't care. We can have conversation and what you think is going to happen, who you think would do right, but that's all it is for me. And I like to get insight from other people on different things at times. But overall, Robert Garcia sounds like he understands AJ. He understands what AJ needs to do. And, AJ obviously has trust in what he's saying. And he must obviously see progress. They flew him back out for a third time. He's been there, with AJ for the past 2 weeks, that he said. So, and he said initially when he came the first 2 times that they said more than likely he'd be the trainer. But AJ and, other people on the team wanted to just reach out and see, I guess they wanted to see every possible trainer that who could, maybe somebody might be a better fit than even Robert Garcia, who knows, that type of thing. And so anyway, they're going with Robert Garcia. Who's to say he's not picking up pointers from other people as well with what he already learned. Now, how he puts it on the play, is he coming in and do what he has to do and beat Usyk? We will see. You all know, whoever AJ fight, I want to see AJ smash him. But Usyk is a solid fighter, man, and he's no pushover. He's a smaller heavyweight than Anthony Joshua, but y'all can stop with all that. Oh, he's just a blown up cruiserweight bullshit. Usyk is a heavyweight. At the end of the day, the type of fight that Anthony Joshua is going to have to fight, if he does use his size, he does use his gifts, he might wind up getting him out of there. And if he gets him out of there, then there's, close the show. Then what can you say? Easier said than done. Let's see what happens. I like Usyk as a fighter, and I think that this is a fight that hopefully this fight is better than the first one, in the sense that, like, I want to see AJ get the win. So if he smash him, hey, but hopefully, however it goes down, the fight is looked at as two great champions that went there and fought. Not a bunch of excuses and a bunch of fairy tales and just a bunch of dirt to taint someone's victory and to taint this the history between the two fighters. Things happen. You don't always look your best. You don't always win the fights that people think you're going to win, and even you yourself, you go in every fight thinking you're going to win, but at the end of the day, like I always tell you guys, no matter what a person say about another person, no matter how good a person look in training, hitting mitts, hitting the bag, skipping rope, or whatever it may be, I cannot give you an assessment on what I think based on sometimes you get a certain feeling. Like, example, when I'll give you a perfect example. When David Haye was rematching Tony Bellew, when I watched David Haye's footwork and how he was throwing his punches and his movement, I said he looks slow. His feet look slow. His hands doesn't look fast anymore. And he's throwing wild shots. Even in shadow boxing, he just looked slow, and he looked like a worn out fighter. And I said, I don't think David Haye is going to win this fight, man. I don't think he can land the punch that he needs to land to get Bellew out of there. And I think that Bellew actually has his heart. Not that he was scared to get back in there with him, because he got back in there with him, but I don't think he feels as comfortable. Remember, he was calling Tony Bellew a little guy. I hit you one time, I'm going to do this and this. And I think that Tony took that from him. I don't think he really believed that he could do it. And the rematch, going into it, he probably felt like, okay, he might have been confident because he heard his, had the Achilles tendon situation, and then, how that fight went. So I guess he felt going in there, like, he probably felt good, like, yeah, okay, now I'm gonna show him. But then all of a sudden, Tony Bellew is fighting him like, you're not the big guy I am. So he reversed the roles on Bellew, the same way Usyk reversed the roles on AJ. But in training, he just looked flat. And I'm like, So sometimes you do see things that make you feel kind of uneasy about their chances. But with AJ, what I'm saying is we've seen him look better in the past. But pound for pound, skill-wise, Usyk and Vladimir are the two best fighters that he's fought. And we've seen him get hit by guys that hit way harder than Usyk does. But Usyk is skillful. And Usyk knows how to put his combinations together and win on points, frustrate you, move, make it hard for you to hit him. He knows how to do all of those things. So he is a complete fighter, and so is Vladimir. But here's a situation right now where Anthony Joshua understands what's on the table. And it's like sand, slipping through your fingers, man. Like you're trying to catch, like, that's probably the feeling that he has overall. Like, nah, and he needs to go in there and not fight like a madman. You have to be smart. Usyk is no pushover. I'm not telling him to go in there and fight desperate. What I mean is he has to go in there, first off, confident, and he needs to understand, I am the big dog in this fight. Let Usyk be a pit bull. That's fine. You be a bull mastiff. In fact, you be a Siberian bull mastiff. That's what you have to do. You can't go in there and play chess with a guy that's better at chess than you are. It's just not your game. So you have to go in there. You have to work behind that stick. How he puts it together, whatever he's going to do, we'll see fight night. Hopefully him and Robert Garcia can even put more together than what he's already done. But more than anything, equal to everything, his confidence, his mindset, it has to be there. We've said the same thing about Adrian Broner, right? Certain fighters, we see it like they just don't fight the way they used to, and we see and we seen after he got knocked out, got beat up by Marcos Maidana, he just wasn't the same. His heart wasn't there anymore. Before that, Adrian Broner used to engage. Adrian Broner used to let his hands go, and it was after the Maidana loss. It was just like, nah, it's not the same Adrian anymore. And what? Him and AJ, they're around the same age, right? So. And the thing was, I remember when they was asking Anthony Joshua about Adrian Broner, and Anthony Joshua said, for me, I think it's the mindset of Adrian Broner. He needs to change. There you go. You're onto something. That's what you need. That mindset to understand if I have to go to war, we're going to go to war. He has to have the confidence. He has to put it all together right. And for me, his stamina. If his stamina is there, if he can increase his stamina and he can have the confidence to know when to throw, when not to throw, if he's more solid defensively and he's putting his shots together and keeping Usyk humble, his stamina will mean everything. Why? Because even when you know what to do, when you have a game plan and say it's working, if you start fading, Usyk will start to come on. Usyk will make adjustments, and that's the thing with fighting a guy like Usyk is you have to be ready to go to war, and you have to make Usyk uncomfortable. We've seen Derek Chisora make him uncomfortable. He outboxed him and outmoved him. Derek Chisora had him moving all around that ring. He stood there toe to toe with AJ. Like, nah, you ain't got nothing. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how it goes down and what unfolds, but I just want to see a great fight, and yeah, I'm pulling for AJ to win. I hope AJ put the smash on him. I hope AJ smash anybody he fights, but that's yet to be seen. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.